Instead of telling don't worry about everything's all right. I thought And then he pointed to me to go ahead and keep going, but the next part I knew it's going to be 10 or 15 minutes. And he's lucky he says more stuff, and then and then sometimes I haven't even read, I've read back to the stuff, and I read forward a here a little, you can see, just a little, but I haven't read the here part.
This. I need to measure for myself. This something thinking. Ben. Okay, that's it. Namo Guru Be Namo Vedaya Namo Dharmaya Namo Sangaya Namo Guru Be Namo Vedaya Namo Dharmaya Namo Sangaya Namo Guru Be Namo Vedaya Namo Dharmaya Namo Sangaya Maya Samaya Gya Me Shaya Raya Paya Raya She Maya Jaya Maya Ka Namaya Kaya Ngoya Woya Ni Soya Soya Raya Re Yaya Kaya Shaya Raya Wa Taya
Sumaya Jaya Yamaya Naya Shaya Chelo Te Yaya Ta Gaya Te Gaya Te Paraya Gaya Te Paya Raya Sangaya Gaya Te Mohoya Diya Soha Te Yaya Ta Gaya Te Gaya Te Paya Raya Gaya Te Paya Raya Sangaya Gaya Te Mohoya Diya Soha Te Yaya Ta Gaya Te Gaya Te Paya Raya Gaya Te Paya Raya Sangaya Gaya Te Moya Diya Soha. Gare donda je hyong da min de ne be jen da chang te ba de je be so so je ne ta ye de ja tang de de le yo sa ye be ke me do dam ma ro le ye ni de jen ba de sa je jen do me de bo wa yi ro kwe nam da yin la she ba sho e dam go ro re na me da la Niya daya me sanga je ke don do je chona la shanjo bando dan so so je da ge je je be so nam je lo la wa pe she sang je lo bar sho sanga je ke don do je chona la shanjo bando dan so so je da ge je be so nam je Lo la pe sha sang je lo bar sho sang an je che dam zo je jo na ma la sha jo ba do da ne sham su je da ge ye je be so nam je lo la pe sha sang je lo bar sho Now I think we're going to giving teaching of the Lam Rim, and also you listen to the teaching of the Lam Rim. For that, we need to make a good motivation. The motivation is we wishing for ourselves become a pure being. Pure being means we wishing for ourselves become a being Buddha for the others, because others are very important. Very important means others are very kind. Even today's being enemy of us, but that person, he or she, many times very, very kind, great kindness of that. I'm sure, because we are traditionally, or means from the, not only for belief, from the logical ways, all sentient beings, it has been my mother and father, really it is. Everyone, even like tiny mosquito. We need mosquitoes, not always mosquitoes' life. Animals, not always animals' life. We has been animals' life many times. Why? Because we made bad karma. We was in hell, yes, hell realms. We was hungry ghosts' place. We was animals' place. We was also God's places also. Because there are two different ways. Positive karmas, if made a result of that, rebirth of that, human beings, higher than that, then asuras, higher than that, then God's realms, God's goddesses. We has been already. We don't remember of that. Otherwise, has been. Someone says, oh, how can be? We don't remember. You said that's which we don't remember. That is the reason for the previous lifetime we was being there. The example is, even baby was, when we was born from mother, don't remember what do you think? Everything? Don't remember, no. But he was born from the mother. But that don't remember. Same way, we have a pivot life, pivot life. Good or bad has been. Good life which we had, those are by good karmas result. That's why we had good life. We had bad life also. It means bad life means in the suffering, we reborn in the hell beings. Suffering in the hell realms. When we reborn hungry ghosts' place, or the kind of very hard life, animals also. So that means actually we have been just in the 6 rounds, go round and round. We did. So that's why I think it's we should be. That means all others are equally kindness of us. That's why this lifetime some have been enemies, but by that reason forever it was my enemies. No. So I think it's just, during the early lifetime, very bad enemies. They don't want to see each other. They don't want to talk to each other. But in the later, they have become a great friend to each other. Before early lifetime, friend each other. Everything is really, but later they become an enemy each other. That's kind of changing. We can see from the society. We don't need to ask a question to that. Those reasons were tremendous we got. So that's why I think everyone equally kind for us. Therefore, we need repair of that. Really, it is. Not only 1, 2 times. Almost numberless times you can say, others are good friend of me. Others are very kind to me because careful and protect for us, safe from the dangers. This kind of tremendous deed. So that's why I think we need to repair those everybody equally. So that's why we need to have power for that. That kind of need to have the power to help equally help to the others. That's kind of power only Buddha has. Even higher level bodhisattvas completely they don't have like that. Buddha has. When we become a being Buddha, then everything we have power to help us other sentient beings without discrimination. So that's why I think we wishing for, or we seek of ourselves become a being Buddha for the others. I mean, it's really big reason. Need to be explained all that.
Bodhisattvas' actions are having tremendous hardship. They do. Why? Because they know everyone's, all other sentient beings are. How are they kindness to us? That's why, for the one sentient beings need to be staying with the fire of the hell beings. Eon's time. The Bodhisattvas says, well, that's kind of diligence to make the parameter of the diligence. So also that's so I think whatever we do, practice, dedicate for the others. Really it is, not for. Sometimes people think, oh, if I dedicate for the others, what about me? You include them with them. If you dedicate for only yourself, very little, tiny, not powerful either. If you do something, maybe one Oman Peme who says, dedicate for the other sentient beings, other sentient beings are numberless. The result of that, you can see really it is. That's kind of a calm. Only me, the result comes 1 year. For the others, or sentient beings, then dedicate for those, the result of each of the sentient beings, just like that, When we think about all sentient beings are to be happy, joy, and that's a great one. Only myself to be keeping happy and enjoy, just only one. All my friends, very little, nothing. So all other sentient beings, very important, really it is. So that's why I think kindness of other sentient beings is tremendous. Even we become a being Buddha by or with kindness of sentient beings. Because when we do practice for this sentient beings, think about that, we can make a generosity from there, as moral conduct to keep the pure moral with others. If others not there, we cannot, how to make the keep the morality. Like example, if others not there, no one to kill. So I don't kill, they cannot take the vow. I cannot kill others when they cannot take it. Others not there, I will not steal from others. That's you cannot take vows. So others are there. That's why we can't take the vows. That's Bali. That's the example. Really it is. That's why I think all others are more important. Kindness of others, very important. So that's why I think whatever we do, positive action, dedicate for all other sentient beings. So that's what we do. Which we do the purify negativities. Then we think about also whatever I harm, damage or those other sentient beings, those are purified. I will not. Without I knowing I did, but I will not do again harm, damage others. Everything, I do not kill others. I do not steal. I do not do sexual misconduct. I do not do telling lie. I do not do hardship, strong, bad words used to the others. Meaningless. I do not talk meaningless talk. I do not do covetous. I do not do the wrong opinion. All those are so. We think about this. I do how much I collection. I do positive actions for the other sentient beings. That's what I do. I keep those vows up for the other sentient beings. So think about this. This is basic. Those are practicing very important things. Really, daily practice. So that's one. sometimes the practice means very high up over there, something like this. No necessarily. Need to be from the ground. Then go up. See first here, then let a little high up. See? Go through. When we go through steps, first step we need to see that. If you don't, then you fall down. Just like this. Then second step you need to see second step there. Third and fourth. Always like this. If you don't see the first steps and see the top over there, only top step if you're thinking, then you need to be pulled down. This cannot make it up there, I think. It's like a blind person. Anyways, everything is practice is really to checking our mind. We have three minds: body, speech, mind. The three things. Or those are used. Try to make use only positive ways. So, if it goes negative ways, try to make it to turn in the right direction. So, right direction and wrong direction means positives. Our body, speech, mind, actions are both positive ways at the right direction. Our body, speech, mind are to make negative actions. That's going to wrong direction. So that's try to make stop that one. See, so that's one needed. So now, our learning, practicing all those dharma, those for the dedicated for the others. That's it. Now we are now through the Lam Rim. I think it's first of all this Lam Rim. I think it's almost like root divisions. So divisions. I think it's first one. What to say?
In the text is the greatness of the authors.
No, yeah. They talk about the great quality of the teacher, author. Mm-hmm. Then
the greatness of the Dharma. Yeah.
Dharma, then. Anyways, so quality of the teacher, Dharma, then how to learn. That's what I say. Benefit, how to benefit. That's, and then now we are I think how to listen to the Dharma. Already has been already how to listen to the teaching of the Dharma. So very carefully. Dharma is one side, teaching of the Dharma one side. Our consciousness the other side. There are no combinations. That's no good. No good. When we learning or study Dharma, my consciousness and what teaching says, correct together or that's what we need to check. If correct, our mind is and which we are doing action of the Dharma, very friendly also, or correct with the teachings, then that's good. If not correct, teaching says something, but opposite, we are doing opposite of that, that's not right. When you read books, also same thing, same way like this. When you read a book, so when we read the book, what I doing, action of the body, speech, and mind, those are friendly or correct or not correct. Check with the book explanation. So that's books are also many different kind of books, quality books, I think. So from Buddha's teachings, or root from Buddha's teachings, and especially the commentator of the Nagarjuna and all holy Indian holy masters, and the Tibetans were also great quality teachers, both whatever that says, so that we can go through, we can trust. So that's one. So now, I think it's how to teaching of the lessons of which said already. Buddha himself says that the three things. You remember what said three things? Listen carefully, look at your rapture, look at your good to good lesson. Rapture is very very good lesson to the Yila song means then keep it in your mind. That's what I say. There's three things, very important things. Those three things through the Lam Rim. Example, three pots, three pots. Completely good, clean pot. And then one clean pot, but there no bottom. Then one clean means bottom. Pot is with a bottom, but dirty. So those three things, giving example for the Buddha's original Buddha says, "Lekparnyo ratunyo yilasung." So that's it. Tasno yilasung means keep in your mind. You see, like a clean pot with a bottom. You see, Lekparnyo, listen carefully. I mean, it's like don't do the not a pot upside down.
Upside down.
Why? You can.
No, hold anything.
Not hold anything. Yeah. So if pot upside down, cannot go anything. Go inside. Cannot keep it. Then the pot has bottoms, but then dirty. Put in there like delicious food, you cannot use it. It's because the motivation is like for this life, and for repetition, for learning, and everything is study for the whatever for the physician, for this life, dedicate for this life. It's just pot is not clean. So all those clean. That's really. That means I learn and study is only for the others. That's if you thinking everything's in there. Say beginning. Now then after that also given to teaching by teacher. Also that's one how to give a teaching. Also same way. Good for pure motivation for teacher. Pure motivation. Not for dedicate. Give teaching for this life, no. Give teaching for repetition is not. If all those things, if you do, then teaching is great teaching, but by motivation make that's good. No, contaminated by motivation. So all those are clear. Only how much I can teach him or herself, how much I can help to this. So only thinking like this way. So they sometimes, students, someone intelligent, one time you tell, understood it. Someone many times need be says again and again, need be. But that's important need of it. Patience. I told already. Now I don't want that. That's not so good. Teacher, his temper is not so good, I think. You see, should be compassion, how much difficult comes from the students take, that's kind of. So that's one need. You see, and then the students also how much difficult for the study. They need to be patience for that. Patience for that. Try to effort and try to get the really result. Think about result. That's even how much difficult comes. I can take a think about this kind of attitude you need to have. So that's it. Then, what is it now? Would you like to read this?
Yes, we've just begun the way to teach the Dharma, and the first subheading, thinking about the benefits of teaching the Dharma. On page 118, about just over halfway down.
Yeah, this, okay. Benefit of the teaching of Dharma, if good motivation, tremendous great, Then I think in Last Bandhu says in the Abhidhamma, tremendous. I think whatever generosity, many different generosity. Generosity, like positions, like necessary things. Generosity for giving protection, or those kind of many different kind of generosities. But teaching of the Dharma is with good motivation. That's tremendous great result. So that's one. So what say?
In other words, this must not happen. A teaching is most beneficial when the teacher cares nothing for the material offerings.
Yeah, that's true. That need to be. Don't think, but if I give this teaching, so what they took gave me, that's not so good. Mm-hmm. So that's why I think we, not accept. I think Trinitarian means we don't say this much you bring $20, or we don't say that. Mm-hmm. That's why I think if they have it, they can need to do contribution to keep the center life of the center. They need to do contribution, but we don't say this much bring. You come for teachings. We don't say that. Then
the Plea for Altruism Sutra mentions 20 benefits.
Oh yeah, that was if you good motivation, if you do good teaching, means good with a good motivation, then you have a numbers of 20 good result out of that. Now 20 result, usually read, slowly read, then you understood that. Thank you.
Maitreya, any act of giving Dharma.
Maitreya means this quotation from Maitreya's teaching, Shangsa. Then
any act of giving Dharma made without any desire to receive material offerings or to be respected as a result has 20 benefits.
Okay, that's it.
Now
20 you need to learn. What is the 20 to think about?
What are these 20?
Yeah.
They are, one will have a good memory. One will have discernment.
Good memory. If you give then, you want a good memory? Yeah, we want a good memory. That's it. Then another one.
One will have discernment.
What is that? I don't understand English. I don't understand.
Good judgment. Good judgment.
Judgment. Oh, I say to make decision.
To make right decisions.
Okay, that's better.
Discernment.
Okay, then.
One will become intelligent.
Oh, that's what we need. So, and then.
One will be steadfast.
What is that? Temple? Oh, Oh, stable.
Stable. Yeah.
Okay.
Steadfast.
Mind is need to be stable, not like ping pong. Our mind is not like a curtain wall, you know. Little wind comes. So we need a stable mind. Because if we don't have stable mind, then problems comes. Just like this, you know. Mind is like this. Then we have that.
One will have wisdom.
That's not that. I think more, because if you give more wisdom, the wisdom is, this teaching is not high. I will tell you, when you finish this, I will tell you, okay, then wisdom, then.
One will gain full realization into super mundane wisdom.
Oh, whatever the result of the end, then.
One's attachment.
What do you mean? Mundane, what say?
Supramundane wisdom.
Wisdom, yes, that means actually like the bodhicitta, real bodhicitta, and the wisdom, the realization of emptiness, and the paths also paths for the Buddhahood. Then
one's attachment will lessen.
Okay, what's that?
Attachment will lessen.
Okay, then
one's hostility will lessen.
What is that?
Anger.
Yeah, that's yes.
Well,
should not be.
Yeah.
Should not be. Okay. Oh yeah, through the teaching. If you give teaching, then also yourself also be more peaceful, more out of the anger. Then
one's benighted ignorance will lessen.
Yeah, that's because how much you teach, and that's kind of you will know the meaning. So that's kind of purify the ignorance. Because that's why the wisdom increasing. Then.
And the demons will not get the better of one.
What does that mean? Demons, they frightened?
Negativities won't overcome you, I believe.
Negative, two different kind of negative, outside, negative, what is it? Negative.
Demons will not.
Yeah, demon means outside demon and inside demon, you see? Inside demon is desire, anger, hatred, that's it. Outside demon, like Malarapa saw the one demon from the between rocks, you know, this kind of.
Both demons.
Yeah, can be controlled, or what to say.
The demons will not get better of one. It means it won't take hold of you or overcome you.
Demons, you will not harm.
Yeah. They won't.
Oh, yeah, overpower me. Okay, that's good. Overpower, you cannot do. That's that.
The Bhagavan Buddha.
This actually, if you take refuge, there is with the Dhamma Sangha, really. Demons cannot overpower for you. No. Really, that is true. That's really. Think about Buddha, great quality of Buddha. What is powerful, what is speech, mind is. Think about that. Then Dharma is great Dharma. All sentient beings become a being Buddha by Dharma. You know, free from suffering by Dharma. So think about that takes definitely the Dharma. The Sangha is a great friend, means realization of the emptiness. You know, like a person who has a high level view, that those Sanghas have. See that?
The Bhagavan Buddhas will pay heed to one.
Bhagavan. Bhagavan, the Hindi say also Bhagavan. Hindi say Bhagavan. Bhagavan means holy, I say. But we, more than that word, in Tibetan, Kyom Den Des. Kyom Den Des. Kyom means all destroy the negativities. They means to have. They means have. Everything is positive. Positive wisdom, knowledge is everything to have by Buddha. They means pass. Passing, passing from the delusions, illusion, both. You understand? The Banga was meaning like that. Then Banga went. Then Hindi say Bonko means this gardens. So, but same kind of words, but meaning different, big difference. Okay. Then
non-humans will protect one. The gods will...
Wait. What say? You understand what this is?
Non-humans will protect one. Other beings, non-humans.
House, cars.
Not beings. Those aren't
non-humans. Those are non-humans, is it?
Not beings. It says...
guns, I think. Those are non-human.
Non-humans.
Non-human means it's unconsciousness. Is it?
Animal?
Non-human means animal.
Other than human.
Only Stevie. Not only to you. I ask for everybody. Okay. Not only you. Okay. Non-human means anyone. House, car, non-human. Also animals, all non-human. Yes. Help beings, non-human. I think it's the spirit. I think. The spirit, devil. I think. Huh? Yeah, this cannot be. Then
the gods will lend one their brilliance.
Yeah, what?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So these outer demons or spirits, where did they belong in the 6 realms of the wheel of samsara?
Oh yeah, those are actually from the Abhidhamma's ways. Bottom is like a hell beings, bottom. Then the hungry ghosts. The animals, different kind of. Mostly the animals are in the ocean. Never come out there. Never see the sky, light. Mostly, which we have. These animals are less suffering. Hungry ghosts is also with human beings place also can be, But originally there's level. First, bottom like hell beings, then hungry ghosts, then animals, then human beings. Asuras are mountain matters, means like this, The ocean, great ocean, this world, ocean like this. The middle of the ocean, there's mountain matter, means big mountain. So mountain has 4 different kind of wings. What are wings? Wings, is it wings? Huh? Bird has what is that? The aeroplane has something. What is that? Okay, that's kind of 4 has it. So all those asuras from bottom of the by the ocean, asuras living from there and entered to 4th wing. 4th wing, then one of the gods, gods realms. Then another one top of the mountain, they're gods realms. 2 gods realms live with earth. Asuras between oceans, what you call the bottom of the mountain, and entered to 4 wings, halfway. Asuras live there.
So where are the demons? Are they asuras?
Demons, no. Demons anywhere, I think. Demons anywhere. Demons are mostly some animals. The community will go animals and also hungry ghosts. See? 2 different ways. Organized. Why the demons organized? was to go from the 6 rounds. That's good. Some of the was with the animals.
But what category would you put them in?
Huh?
What category do they belong to?
It says,
Are they Azuras or are they hungry ghosts or what
Yeah,
are they?
yeah. This community of the hungry ghosts and some of the animals. Yes.
So, but even like a powerful goddess like Milarepa met, or demoness,
Yeah, that's
a
also.
hungry ghost.
Yeah, that's
even
cool,
though
of
she's
course.
lost power and strength.
Yeah, of course. The goddess has lots of power, you know. Lots of power. They can be destroyed, you know, people's life. You know, harm, damage.
It's actually just a hungry ghost.
Huh?
It's just a hungry ghost, though. Even though it has power. It's a
Yeah, it's community of hungry ghosts. Hungry ghosts means not necessarily better. It means, you know. So I guess that is hungry ghosts. I think it's, today I taught a lot, these birds, some of the birds, like crow, fly, so hungry. They try to get from the trees something, whatever this, food, yes. If not there, they don't have it. I think very hard. They are. Hungry ghosts means no frightened like this, not necessarily, no. No. You see? So that's it. Also Nagas. Nagas are animals, community animals. Nagas, what is mermaid or something?
water animal?
Huh?
Water animal?
No, animals, what is it? Community of animals. They have half human beings form, half like fish or snake. Huh? People say mermaid. Mermaid. See, those are animals.
So is there animals in a different dimension that we can't see here? I mean,
Yeah, those you can see. Some of them cannot see. They are, but so in the bottom of the ocean we cannot see. People cannot go to the ocean of the bottom, no. People like one of the French men go in the, you know. Oh yeah, that's right. But he's only whatever channel of the ocean, not really deep in the game. Cannot go there. No, you see.
what is Mimani?
Huh?
What is Mimani?
Mimai is, yeah, that's true also. Mimai means this difference. I think hungry ghosts should be Mimai. Mimai in the Lama is different. Lamayins have a good form. Mimai means it's not a person means I think should be
Kind of like a subhuman.
yeah, it's not human beings, but like ghosts, those are Mimai, yes.
Yeah, the other translation says spirits instead of non-humans.
Non-humans.
It says spirits.
Yes, but if you debate non-humans means you cannot say that. Mm-hmm. That's why I just trick you. Then the next one will say.
The gods will lend one their brilliance.
What's that?
The gods will lend one their brilliance.
What is it? What is it?
Make one splendorous.
From the teacher.
Splendor, yes.
Teacher.
For the teacher, these are the 20.
Oh, did you see?
Virtues.
Did you see now? I'm teaching you. I think that's kind of high-level teachers. Yeah, they can, when they teach and say, yeah, of course. Then?
Foes will not get the better of one. Your enemy won't get the better of you.
Mm-hmm.
They say foes, so it...
Enemy cannot win over you.
Oh, I say enemies, yeah, respect. Enemies, It's respect to you. Yes.
Or they cannot beat you.
Huh?
They cannot win you. Win, or they cannot conquer you.
Conquer, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's that. Then?
One will not be parted from dear ones. One's words will carry weight.
Carry weight means heavy.
Influence. No, will have influence, not heavy. In the 60s, it will be heavy. But now,
Influence.
yes, I mean,
Cannot influence others, is it? Oh, what do you mean? Huh? Yeah. That's what says like a translated. It look like cannot influence with teacher. Or somebody else cannot influence you. You cannot.
foes will not get the better of one. One will not be parted from dear ones.
Then?
One will gain fearlessness.
Fearless, okay, then?
One's mind will be more at ease. Scholars will praise one.
One's mind, what say?
Your mind will be more at ease.
Peaceful mind.
Peaceful. Peaceful mind. Okay. Then put it on like this? What do you think? I don't think that. Always during the teaching means no. Then? True. Then? If you completely explanation, teaching and everything is really so, his mind is wider and it's just happy. Then?
Scholars will praise one.
Praise everyone to repeat it. Pray to them.
One's act of giving the Dharma will become worthy of remembrance. That is the 20.
Last one was
one's act of giving Dharma will become worthy of remembrance.
Yeah, I said, give the teaching of the Dharma generosity, great generosity. Themselves, of course. Teachers, that's sure. Need to be to whatever you teach. Need to be whole thing you cannot do, but roughly they can do. They keep it. Then.
The first of these, having a good memory, means one will not forget the Dharma.
Can be forget Dharma by teaching, yes.
Having discernment refers to one's conviction gained from the ultimate forms.
What is this explanation again?
Going over them again.
Yeah, it's going over each one again.
Yeah, that day you can read. Then next one go.
Past this?
Yeah.
Okay. Pabonka Dorje Chang actually spoke on this subject in more detail than is recorded here. And other benefits are mentioned in the sutra requested by Uga, where we are told that an ordained person acquires more merit through the act of giving even one verse of Dharma than a lay person can receive through immeasurable acts of material generosity.
That's great, is it? You says Oman payment 100. We say Oman payment 1. I like that.
That's good.
Why? Why? Because just not taking just only ordination. Taking the ordination and also keep the vows. That's why sanghas are really ordinary people can be, respect and to the sanghas because they keep the really vows. So that's why I think because otherwise human beings same. It's honest. We are human beings. So just like that, yes, we are human beings, same. But why it depends? Because sanghas are taking the vows, keeping the vows. That's why a result comes like this. Steve, would you like to do that? You want 101 Oman payment, and you want one equalize of 100 Oman payment.
I always try to make the mala more strong with the chant, you know.
You like
But not for me.
It says, says one Oman payment says, you know, one mala 100. Take maybe few minutes. It says Oman payment once, same result. Then what do you like? That's okay.
Good.
That's okay.
It's good.
Fine. Yes, that's right. Yeah. It's okay. Then
You should bear these benefits in mind.
there's need to be no relation why sanghas are. We respect to the sanghas because they taking the vows, keeping the vows. That's why different ways. That's why a result says, you know, says the mantra or says prayer or whatever, do more than double the result. So that's then. This one. The one day vows, if you take it during that time, really it is great. Same, you know, like taking Sojam is Maha in the precepts. You take it, keep the vow 8. There's vows. Those, if you keep it that day, usually you says 101 Vemyotion, that day one says once equalize. Great, is it really? Taking Sojam, it's same thing. Okay, good. Then?
You should bear these benefits in mind. You will wish to teach and feel that your own happiness will result from doing so. These are not merely benefits that follow from teaching the Dharma from a high meditation throne. Teachers who instruct their pupils also receive these benefits. Also, when you recite Dharma text, you should imagine you are reading it to an audience of gods, nagas, creatures, and so forth who surround you.
This is very important. Teaching is not necessarily also big throne and something like this. If you good mind, a good motivation, if you say with the animal, even they says like the name of the Buddhas or something says in chanting who doesn't have bodhicitta will have bodhicitta. Who doesn't understood about realizing of emptiness will be understood. Who does those will not be lost. That's kind of, if you do to the even animal, lost animals, you know, that's teaching. That's why checking here says, says, it's not necessarily a teacher. Teacher means sit on the high throne. Sometimes they say, you know, like in the monastery. So we individual when we go to get teaching from teacher doesn't have like this throne. It's almost like some little bit maybe better. We don't have any question or nothing. Interpreters good ways. There's flow is wood flow, so that's good. Otherwise, there are no question. So
you will receive the same benefits if you do this.
That's good. Don't forget this one. You can do really. It is good. When you go, you know, wild place, birds and animals down there, you can say, you know, maybe you can pray with somebody else, you know, be people. If they don't mind your sound, do it nicely. They think, oh, that's great. If they thought like this, benefit, giving the Dharma teaching, yes, offering. Then
do the same thing when you memorize a text. You receive these benefits from your conversations with other people if you teach them the key points of modifying one's behavior.
Okay, that's what you are not doing. They don't learn by memory, Read, when especially, from college, pages, hundreds of pages, we need reciting. It means to learn by memory. So we need to go go sometime when we have a break from the college, then we go to the benefactor's place to learn by memory. Whole day. Then when can you see the text, then go up to top of the roof, and then which you learn during the day by memory, those are reciting. You see? That's what I do. That's what I talk about. This one. Then?
And then about that last teaching people, it says, but know whether you are a person's guru or not also makes a difference.
So these are nicely to read, think about it. Then what you can't do, you should be doing. You see that?
And the next subheading, being respectful to the Dharma and its teacher.
Okay, that's the human beings, like no animal. Animal we can give generosity dharmas, but they don't do that. But this one talk about like a teacher in the relation with students. Then
Ngawang Dragpa of Dagpo said, Buddha, our teacher, set up his own throne when he taught the Holy Mother.
Oh yeah, that's it. So respect when you do. When you get teaching from the teacher, you must respect to the teacher. And also, even there are no thrones, but you sit on the floor without question. If you have one question, just give to the teacher. So that's one example is Buddha. When Buddha gave Panchaparamita teachings. Panchaparamita teachings. And then Buddha himself to make throne by himself. Because Buddha doesn't need thrones, but respect to the which he going to Buddha himself talking to the teachings. Respect to them. I think say that, is it? Okay.
That is, when the Bhagavan taught the set of the Perfection of Wisdom Sutras, he made a teaching throne for himself with his own hands, hands that bore the marks and signs of a Buddha and were as beautiful as the outstretched brow of a golden tree. When Dharma commands this respect even from Buddhas, one should teach it with great reverence indeed.
You see, that's it. See, because teaching is great, because Buddha respect to the teachings, because he himself become a being Buddha by teachings. So that's and then maybe another. This is now virtuous peg, is it? Panchaparamita teaching place. Saranatha when giving the teaching of the Four Noble Truths, that time Buddha don't need to make a throne for himself. So when Buddha be there before the teaching, then 4 thrones come up. Four thrones come up. It's like a miracle. 4 thrones. Let's say 4 thrones. Why? In this world, 3 Buddhas has been already. Kowa Gyaltsen Gyeltsen. Those 3 has been already. They teaching in the Saranatha throne. Then 4th belong to him. You see, he sat on the fourth throne. Then teaching of Four Noble Truth. See, that's then.
When the first Buddhist convocation was held, Ananda and the other speakers were seated on a pile of 500 saffron shawls provided by other arhats. This was done.
Okay, then when teaching Panchaparamita, the teaching beginning in the virtuous fact, how many listeners there? They talk about them. How many arhats?
This was. It doesn't say when the Prajna Paramita.
When it is there. Read again. Ananda, you said.
It says when the first Buddhist convocation was held, Ananda and other speakers were seated on a pile of 500 saffron shawls provided by other arhats.
Yeah, that's it. Then.
This was done out of respect for the greatness of the Dharma being taught.
Oh, I see. This is another thing. Buddha pathways, after the Buddha pathways, 3 times collection of the Buddha's teachings are together. 3 times indeed. That's why the Kungao, means Ananda, before Buddha's lifetime, he is not Arhat. Because Buddha's time, he is attendant of Buddha, everybody respect, and he's just this poor example for us. But he doesn't has enough for faults of the samsara to see, because to happy. So then, after Buddha passed away, Kasyapan Susum, Yente Usum, Aharta Kasyapan Usum, he knows he need when Buddha's teaching out to collection do need 500 arhats, 500. 499 arhats already. One needed, one then Ananda, Buddha's attendant and Buddha's also cousin. So then wisdom means the first Buddha's disciple given teaching. So
convocation or
yeah, he gave punished Ananda, punish. During Buddha's time, you did this was wrong, this was wrong, this wrong, or something like this. 8 different kinds. That's okay. Then he thinks, oh, let's really think about there are no such thing. During Buddha's lifetime, everybody very nice to me, but when Buddha passed away, now I have a punished. That's samsaras, their faults of samsaras, thinking then right ways become ahat. So then 500. Then when they do, then 500, there are no throne like this. Buddha, then 500 ahatas, they clothes, like a robe, put together. And then he sat on that throne. Then what Buddha says, once upon a time like this, they say teaching like this, say did. So that because there's respect to the teachings, you see, that's one. Then
here I should add that the 3 robes of a monk were the dress adopted by the Buddha. Yet many monks nowadays use their shawls to wipe things or as cushions. It is very wrong to do this.
Okay, that's the go through. Go through.
The Dharma must be respected because of its greatness. You must recall our teacher's good qualities and his kindness and developed respect. The next heading, what to think and do while teaching. What to think. Ngawang Dragpa of Dogpo said, abandon niggardliness, singing your own praises. Drowsiness while teaching, discussing others' faults.
What is singing? Singing is what say?
Don't brag on yourself, it says. Don't. Isn't this it? Is singing your own praises. Yeah.
That's it. Then. Okay. Then.
Also abandon drowsiness.
Tapo Ngawan Tapa is a great master. Tapo Ngawan Tapa. It's quotations. Sajik Pangkapa quotation. His word is to hear. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Also abandon drowsiness while teaching, discussing others' faults, postponing teachings, and jealousy.
Oh yeah, those are completely need to be stopped. You see, then out of them. Then
have love for your followers and teach properly while holding the 5 attitudes.
I think just stop there tonight.
One more sentence.
Yeah, one more sentence.
Think that the virtue will provide you with happiness.
That's good, is it? What say?
The virtue of holding the 5 attitudes, I think, will provide you happiness.
Okay. Which is fire?
Virtue.
Virtue, what say? Virtues.
While holding the 5 attitudes.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's good.
The doctor.
Yeah, that's good. Says it clear. 5 attitudes. What is 5 attitudes?
The doctor, the medicine.
Okay.
Take the medicine.
That's great. Yeah, that's good. Yes, has been already. Try to bring back to here also. That's good.
And think that the virtue will provide you with happiness.
Okay, good. Stay there. Okay. Okay. Now that's good. So I think it's okay. Now we do dedication, which we did. Action of Dhamma, we are together. By this merit, it's a long, with this teaching, long time, or remained with the CGBs. His Holiness Dalai Lama and any other great master who is the holder of the Dharma, to have the long life. And we look at Dhamma practitioners. Anyone, Dharma practitioners, to have the accomplishment of Dharma practice without obstacles. And then we wishing for all this in this country and in other country. There will not happen bad things like disease, starvation, wars, those kind of will not happen, and everything good fortunes coming in this world and for the whole sentient beings. Then finally we wishing for all sentient beings free from delusions and illusions, and become a being Buddha, by which we did action of Dharma. We are together.
Shere Zangwa Tenzi Eja Zuyi Shape Sinti Badu Tenjur Ji Sa Ye Beji Joy Meto Tamar Rula Ye Nide Jabande Sanje Kendo Mete Buwayi Dokwe Namdawa Kyuno Shembar Kyo Edam Guru Rena Medalok Neya Daya Me honor. How about this one? Okay.
How was your visit to Pennsylvania?
Oh, very good deed. His Holiness is great. Health is very great. So, teaching is unbelievable. Really for everybody, you know. So, everybody very happy because what they want, everybody got it.
Good.
So that's good.